welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Brooke if you're new here, and today I'm going to finally be doing my 2024 reading wrap-up. So I have read 43 books this year. I'm on book number 44, and I'm going to do this reading wrap-up kind of like in a different type way. I'm going to be ranking it based on like my favorite book couples from all the books I read this year. I thought it would make it like kind of fun and different. But like I will also put my individual ratings up on the screen, and then my story graph and my fable are linked down below if you guys want to look at like my individual reviews for like any of the books, because I probably won't like talk about like a lot about every single book just so the video's not super long. But yeah, so let me know what you think about this setup right here, because I filmed part of my Christmas video already, and I thought it looked, well, I realized that like I looked like kind of short like in it, like you couldn't really see me that well, so I'm hoping this looks better. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get started. Oh, and don't forget to follow my bookstagram at Brooke Loves Books if you like book content as much as I do, which if you're watching this video you probably do, so yeah, go give it a follow. There were 27 book couples out of the 43 books I read this year. Now, you're probably thinking, you read 43 books and there's only 27 couples. Well, some of the books I read, like, didn't really have couples in them, I guess. And, like, some of the books I read were, like, parts of a series. So, like, obviously, like, the characters, like, the book couples, like, kept going throughout each book. So, that's why there's only 27. But, yeah. I guess I'll go over the books that I'm not including on this first. Let me find them. The Silent Patient was one of them. I think I gave it a 3.75 stars. It was a super good thriller. I really liked the concept of the book. I just, like, I feel like it was, like, kind of rushed. I don't know what else to really say. What's another one? Oh, The Reappearance of Rachel Price. I think I gave that like 3.5. I think, I can't quite remember, but it'll be up on the screen. I don't think there was a couple in that book. I really hated the main character in that book. I love Holly Jackson's books, but that one just, I liked the plot, but like the characters, I just didn't really like the characters, not gonna lie. So that's why it's rated a little lower. Before I Fall, I gave it 5 stars. That's by Lauren Oliver. There wasn't really a couple in there. That wasn't like the main theme of the story. It was mainly about like bullying, and I feel like every single like high school age or like middle school age, because the first time I read the book was in middle school, should read that book because it has like really good lessons in it. Have You Seen My Sister, which is like a random thriller, kind of thriller, it wasn't really that thrilling, that I found at Barnes & Noble. I gave it like a 2.5 stars because it was like kind of boring. I don't really remember what all happened in it. I just remember like her sister went missing or something, but like I don't remember there being any couples or anything. And then I think the other one was Credence, and there was a couple in that book, but that book was absolutely awful. That's the worst book I've ever read in my entire life. So I will not be including it because I wish I could erase it from my mind. I mainly bought the book because I wanted to see how bad it actually was. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, now on to the couples, because I think that's all of them. If not, then I'll put the other ones up on the screen, but I'm pretty sure those are the only ones that I'm thinking of. Okay, so first up, we have All Your Perfects by Colleen Hoover, and it's Quinn and Graham. This was honestly the worst Colleen Hoover book I've read. I know there's like a lot of things said about Colleen Hoover books, but I really enjoy her books, actually, not gonna lie. Verity and Reminders of Him are such good freaking books. Like, I love them both so much. This one was just not it. The plot was not it. It was just not the vibe. I would not recommend reading this one, to be honest. And I didn't really like the couple that much, hence why like they're at the bottom. But yeah, okay. This is going to be kind of controversial. But in 26 we have Harriet and Wynne from Happy Place. I know so many people love Emily Henry. I decided to give this book a go. I love the cover of it so much. It's so pretty. But I don't know. It just wasn't for me. I gave it like a 3.5, I think. It was cute, And the found family was cute. I just, like, I don't know what it was. Like, it just wasn't wow. Like, I feel like you either love Emily Henry or don't hate, or either you love Emily Henry or hate Emily Henry. And I don't know if I want to read another one of her books after this. It's not that I hated the book. I don't know. If there's, like, another Emily Henry book out there that you really, really think I should read that's, like, really amazing. I know everyone says this one's amazing, but, like, to me it was just mid. So, if you have another Emily Henry recommendation, please comment it down below and tell me. Okay? Thanks. Okay. Now in 25, we have Rue and Eli from Not in Love. I love this cover, okay? I usually do like Ali Hazelwood's books. I really loved The Love Hypothesis and Love on the Brain. Those two were like my top favorites. I didn't like love Theoretically. And I also read, like, her novella, and I thought that one was, like, okay. This one, I think I gave 3.75. It was just, like, there's just, like, no plot. Like, I know it even says, like, in here that it's mainly, like, an erotica, but just, like, I don't know. Like, the couple just wasn't coupling. Like, it was just all lust. Like, that's all it was. So, I don't know. The cover is absolutely so cute, though. It's, like, my favorite. Okay. Anyway, moving on. That's really all I have to say. Also, sorry if I'm, like, looking down. I have, like, all the characters, like, couples, like, written, like, on a piece of paper, so that's why. Okay, next up we have in 24, Nash and Lena from Things We Hide from the Light. This book is thick. I've seen so many mixed reviews about the Knockabout series, and for me, it just has not been for me. I've been avoiding reading the last book because I read the first book, and it was alright. I didn't mind it, to be honest. I just, like, couldn't, like, I can't believe, like, the characters, like, in their 30s and, like, act like that. Like, it's just kind of weird to me. Yeah, this one put me in a slump, though. That's why I'm kind of scared to read the last one, because it's also super thick. So, in my opinion, is the Knock 'Em Out series, like, should you read it? Like, is it, like, worth all these pages? No, I would not say so. I'm still going to read the last book, because I have it. But if I do not like it, I'm going to be selling these, because I really don't like it. Nash and Lena. I don't really have anything to say about this book. I honestly don't remember, like, a lot of what happened. Because, like I said, I was just kind of in a slump and I just, like, wanted to get through the book. Not gonna lie. So, yeah, that's all I would have to say. Okay. Next up is This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about Carly Fortune, but I heard that this was one of her better books, so I decided to give it a go. I really, really love the cover. Yeah, I don't really have much. It was pretty cute, to be honest. They just, like, weren't my favorite couple. That's all I really have to say. It was just mid. If you want a cute summary book to read, like, go for it. Like, go ahead. Like, it was pretty good, but not my favorite, I guess. Okay. And then number 22, Love and Gelato. Now, this was, like, one of my favorite books in middle school. Also, the movie is not that good, by the way. Then there's a movie on Netflix. It's not that good. But anyway, I reread it, and honestly, why is there this random tab just sticking up? It's bothering me. Anyways, I read this book in... Oh, I still have I have like 4 tabs in there. That's kind of random. Okay, anyway. I keep getting sidetracked. I'm so sorry. I read this book in middle school, and it was a 5 for me. And I reread it, and it wasn't a 5 anymore. Since I basically, like, already knew the plot... Usually, like, even though I, like, already know what's gonna happen, usually I'm, like, the book still, like, feels nostalgic to me, and, like, I really enjoy it, but, like, this one was just, it's honestly better for, like, younger people. Like, I feel like if you're, like, my age, because I'm 19, and reading this, you're gonna be like, like, there's way better romance books, but, like, if you're, like, just getting into romance, and, like, for, like, say, like, ages, like, 10 to, like, 13, like, that age group, like, would really enjoy this, which, like, I read this in middle school, like I said, so, like, I was in that age group. I can see why they would really enjoy it, because it's, like, a super clean book. Like, it is super cute. It's just, like, they were, like I said, they used to be, like, one of my favorite couples, because I had this book. This book still holds a special place in my heart, though, but, yeah, that's all I really have to say. Okay. Next, we have Naomi and Knox from Things We Never Got Over. I I like this book slightly more than the second one. And I thought Naomi and Knox were like, they're like, I guess. But I liked the plot more in this one, so that's why I gave them like higher. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. Okay. Next we have Sophie and Wes from 10 Blind Dates. This book is a super cute Christmas book if you want to add it to your Christmas TBR next year. I did a reread because I read this in middle school, and I wanted to do a reread, and it was still just as good. I honestly didn't really remember much of what happened, but she does go on 10 blind dates. That's the whole point of the book. But this is actually kind of a spoiler that she ends up with Wes. But yeah, they were pretty cute. Just like nothing special, I guess. And like that wasn't like the whole point of the book. So like that wasn't like the whole plot of the book. So that's why they were like kind of lower. Okay, but the book overall was really good. Okay, next we have in 19th, Catherine and Jest from Heartless. I know I see a lot of good reviews about this book, but this book was just to me. I feel like if the plot went a different way, I feel like I would have liked it more. Yeah, this book also kind of put me in a slump, not gonna lie. But their relationship was like cute, I guess. Okay. What place are we in? 18th. Okay, next is Hazel and Noah from the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. The covers are really cute. Also, don't let this book fool you. It's actually more of a summer book than a fall book. I was tricked by that. Everyone says that these books are hit or miss. Most people liked this one better than the first one, but I actually like the first one better. I don't think I'm going to continue on with this series because these books were kind of just like, Like, they were like cute, quick romances, but like, I don't know. I've just read way better books, and like, I don't want to keep wasting my time if I feel like I'm not really enjoying them that much, so that's really all I have to say. And then right above that one at 17 is Jeannie and Noah from the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I liked their relationship more than Hazel and Noah. Like, I just like them better as a couple. It's like Grumpy X Sunshine, which is super cute. Yeah. This is a cute fall read though, not gonna lie. I feel like it's good. Like, I feel like it'd be good to experience once, but like, would I ever read it again? Probably not. Also, it's really cute, like, as a little decoration, not gonna lie, because the cover is so cute. Okay. But anyway. Next up is, in 16th is Korik and Tessa from the Defy the Night trilogy. There's 3 books. It's like enemies to lovers. It's super cute. My favorite, it got better each book, because this one I rated 3, the second one I rated 4, and the last one I rated 4.5. It's a super cute YA fantasy romance. Romance isn't like the main, like, I wouldn't really call it a romantasy. It's more like, it's not like specifically about the romance, I guess, but yeah, it was an okay series. Honestly, I don't know, like, I enjoyed it, I guess, but like, I don't really know if I would ever read it again. Therefore, I don't really know if I would recommend it. I've read other better Brigid Kemmer books. Is that how you pronounce her name? Brigid? I don't know how to pronounce her name. But her Cursebreaker series I thought was way better than this one. So I would pick up that than this, but I know a lot of people rave about this series, so I don't know. Take my opinion with a grain of salt, if you will. Okay. Next, we have Ava and Alex from Twisted Love. Now, I loved the rest of the Twisted series, but this book just wasn't it for me. I feel like the plot was like kind of just everywhere. I know this is kind of controversial, but I honestly really don't like Alex that much. Like, I thought he was like what he did to Ava was just like not okay. I really liked Ava's character though, and like her character and friendships with the other girls. This series also holds a special place in my heart. So like, maybe after reading it, if I went back and read this, like, maybe I would enjoy it more than I did the first time. But this is my first ever Anna Huang book, and I'm super happy I got introduced to her because I want to read all of her books now. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. I feel like this is kind of controversial because I know a lot of people love Ava and Alex, but they just weren't my favorite couple. I've read way better couples like in this year than Ava and Alex. So yeah, okay. Next up is Meredith and Wit from The Summer of Broken Rules, and this is number 14 of Book Couples. I also really love this cover a lot. I've seen a lot of bad reviews about this book, but I gave it a 5. It was like the best summer romance book that I read this year. I would definitely recommend. And their relationship, it's like a cute, easy, fun read. And like, I really liked like their relationship. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. Like, nothing super interesting. It's just a cute read. Okay, next in 13th is Aurora and Russ from Wildfire. I liked this book a lot more than Icebreaker, okay? I know a lot of people say bad things about Icebreaker, but I would recommend you give this book a try, because this one actually has a plot compared to Icebreaker, where it's just like basically smut. However, I do like Nate Hawkins and Stassi, however you say her name. Like, I liked their relationship more than Aurora and Russ. Anyways, I read Icebreaker last year, by the way. And around this time, actually, I read it in December. But, yeah. But I liked the overall book of this one better, and their relationship was really cute. And also, I read this in, like, February, but it's actually a summer book, so, like, if you want to get, like, all the summer vibes, I would recommend reading this one in the summer. But, yeah, I would definitely recommend this one. Even if you did not like Icebreaker, I suggest giving this one a try. I still have yet to read Daydream, though, but I have it over there on my TBR, so hopefully I will get to it soon. Okay. Anyways, next in 12th place, we have Josh and Jules from Twisted Hate. Jules was my favorite girl in this series. I love her so much. Just Josh and Jules' relationship wasn't like my favorite. It was the most realistic out of any of the books that I've read this year, which I really appreciated. But yeah, that, like, honestly, Josh was my least favorites out of the guys in the Twisted series, so maybe that's why. There's also a lot of smut in this book if you enjoy that, but yeah. Okay, that's all I really have to say. And then in 11th, we have Stella and Christian from Twisted Lies. This has fake dating in it, which has become one of my favorite tropes, so if you enjoy fake dating, you'll definitely enjoy this. Even though the Anna Huang books are thick, they are actually worth it, okay? They are worth it. Do not read the Knockabout series. They are not worth it. Please read the Twisted series. It's so good. It's so freaking good. Okay. Christian Harper is definitely my second favorite guy. Ray Larson is number 1. However, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I really liked, besides the whole, like, kind of stalking Stella thing, but, like, when you think about it, we all stalk our crushes. So, you know. Yeah. And also, I really like this color of green, so, okay. And then, now we are into the top 10, guys. Be excited. Okay. And number 10, this one also might be kind of controversial because I see mixed reviews on this book, is Finny and Autumn from If He Had Been With Me. I didn't like the second book as much, and I rated this book 5 stars, which I feel like is also controversial. It's so freaking sad. But I feel like this book was really good in my opinion. It started off slow and was like kind of boringish in the beginning, and like I will say that Autumn like isn't like the best like FMC. I really loved Fanny's character though, but like just like the childhood friends to lovers, like that's just cute to me. Like I really liked it a lot. Okay, that's what I have to say. I guess it's like a guilty pleasure maybe. Okay. This series does not have a distinct book couple, but I included them anyway because they're my favorite couple, and it's the One of Us is Lying series by Karen and McManus. There's 3 books. What was I gonna say? The couple that I chose was Bronwyn and Nate. I reread this series, well, the first and second book, because I needed to read the third book. Enjoyed the whole series. Even though it's a mystery and I already knew what happened, I still thoroughly enjoyed the book. So, I would definitely recommend her as an author. I've read all but one of her books, and I can say that all of them were really good. So, I would definitely recommend it. It's a YA mystery series. This is the first book I read by her. Actually, I think this is like the first book she ever came out with, but I read it in 8th grade. So, like, if you're looking for like a book for like middle school age people to read, then she's a good author, like, for that. in my opinion. Because, like I said, I also read in 8th grade. But yeah, I really loved Bronwyn and Nate. Bronwyn was my favorite character of the series. And, like, I just liked the bad boy, smart girl. Like, I don't know. They were just really cute. Okay, that's all I have to say. Okay, and then coming in at number 8, we have Lucy Gray and Snow. Went to see the movie the end of last year. Loved it. However, Susanna Collins' writing is, like, a lot for me. Like, this might be kind of controversial, but I honestly prefer the movies to the books just because, like, I struggled to get through all the Hunger Games books. Like, I feel like her, like, writing style is just, like, so detailed that, like, I don't know. This book, like, put me in a slump. This is the first book I read this year. But, like, I loved the whole thing between Lucy Gray and Snow, and I did like the book. I loved the plot. It's just the writing style. And, however, I will still be reading the new one she's coming out with in March. I'm super excited. I'm probably going to get it for my birthday because my birthday's in March, so, yeah. I'm super excited for it. I know we've been begging to hear about Haymitch's game for, like, ever. And I can't believe it's actually happening now. And I'm also super excited for the movie, even though it's, like, another year till it comes out. But, yeah, okay. And now in 7th, this also might be kind of controversial that it's up pretty high. But we have Conrad and Belly from The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I started watching The Summer I Turned Pretty series this summer, even though it came out, like, 2 summers ago. I'm super duper excited for the last season. This coming summer. So with that in mind, I would honestly not really recommend the books that much. They were kind of like mid. However, like, if you are like a middle school girl looking for like a cutesy little romance, I would recommend this for like middle school age, to be honest. The show is so much better. Like, the show is 1,000 times better than the books. Yeah, however, I wanted to give it a try because I really loved the To All the Boys I Loved Before movies. I still have yet to read the books. I really want to. So, like, I was like, oh, I'll give this a try. And, like, everyone was raving about. And so I watched the show and I was like, oh, I need to read the books. So, yeah, I did. I feel like Belly was more annoying in the books. And, like, her and Taylor's friendship was so much better in the show compared to, like, the books. Yeah. And I really liked Belly and Conrad's relationship. I feel like it's, like, really real, I guess. Also, this is a trilogy, if you didn't know. And, like, each season of, like, the show is, like, a book. So, yeah. Okay. And then in 6th place, we have Augustus and Hazel. This book holds a special place in my heart. I read it for the first time in middle school, and I reread it. See, I reread a lot of middle school favorites this year. So, yeah. I did a whole book project about this book. It's still a 5 for me. It's still so freaking sad. I would definitely recommend reading it and watching the movie. Yeah. This book is just special to me, so I had to do a reread. It was time. Okay. And next, and now we're on to the top 5, guys. In 5th place, we have Tell It and Legend from Spectacular, which also goes along with the Caraval series. This is a little Christmas novella. I wouldn't say, like, if I read, like, this alone, I wouldn't put Tella and Legend so high, but I am, because, you know, I already read Caraval, obviously, which you need to if you're gonna read this, but, just, like, the progression, like, of their relationship throughout Legendary and finale, chef's kiss, and this is just super cute extension, like, of their relationship. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Okay. These top 4 were so hard for me to rank. I struggled. It took me so much thought to put them in the order that I did, but I went with my gut feeling, and I'm pretty set on how I did them. Okay. So, these 4 books are also my top books of 2024. So, in 4th place, we have Mr. Ray's Larson and Bridget. Aschenberg? Isn't that her last name? Aschenberg? Is that how you pronounce it? Something like that. If you know of any other Bodyguard Ex-Princess books, send them my way. Because this was a masterpiece. A masterpiece. After I read Twisted Love, I was like, I don't understand the hype about this series. And then I got to this and I was like, nothing is topping this. I've been raving about this book since the moment I read it. I'm like already want to do a reread and like tab the whole thing because it was everything, okay? It was everything, okay? In third place, we have Carden and Jude. And I'm holding up the second book of the series because I read the first one last year, but I read the last two this year, so. And also, like, their relationship doesn't really start until the second book. Best enemies to lovers I've ever read. Not even gonna lie. So good. Just, everything. I hated Carden so much in the first book, but, you have to read it, okay? A lot of people, like, have mixed opinions about it. Like, I did too. After reading the first book, like, I really didn't like it, but this book and the last one, Chef's Kiss, I would recommend. If you're iffy about continuing the series, definitely do it. Please. It's so good. I swear. Okay. And number two and number one were especially hard. We have Roman and Iris from Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. I do feel like their relationship was kind of rushed in the first book, but, like, those two books, I gave them both 5. They were both literally amazing. I would definitely recommend. That's all I have to say. They were just perfect, okay? They were perfect. And then, number 1, which should not be a shock because I have never heard negativity about this series ever. Like, all I see on my bookstagram is people raving about this series. So, drumroll please. It is Evangeline and Jax from Once Upon a Broken Heart. I ate this series up. Ate it up. Especially the last 2 books. Everything. They were everything. I hated Jax so much in the Caraval series, but yes. Yes, yes, yes. I finally understand the hype now, guys. I get it. I get it. I get the hype. I get it. I prefer this to the Caraval series, not gonna lie. I love them both. They're both hold a special place in my heart, but this one just... But I would definitely recommend reading Caraval before this one. Not that it really matters, but I still would recommend reading it before. And yeah, that is my 2024 reading wrap-up. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I can't wait to see you guys this time next year to see all the amazing books I read. My goal for next year is going to be 55 books since I went over my goal of 40 this year. So yeah, I'm hoping I can achieve that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and once again, go follow my bookstagram where I post a lot of reels on there and also like reviews on like the books I read and stuff like that, and just like updates on my life. It's at Brick Loves Books with 2 S's. I'm delirious. I don't even know what time it is right now. It's probably like almost 2 a.m. Anyways, I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye.